It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, August 26, 2020 at 7 a.m. and welcome to Down on the Corner program.
The rain's not here yet.
Not yet, but here it comes.
I know.
Here it comes.
I was looking at it, and the hurricane coming up is still going to be either hurricane or tropical storm when it hits southern Arkansas.
Yeah.
By the time it hits us, they're still showing 35, 40 mile an hour winds coming off of that.
That's going to be a strong one.
It's going to be crazy.
We could use the rain, but we pray for no damage for those in the line of it right there in the coast. It's going to be.
They've now upgraded it to a Category 4.
I heard that on CBS Radio this morning,
And that's a scary hurricane right there. I feel bad for the people evacuating and moving out. And
I hear you there.
I feel like you're crazy for the ones that are hunkering down saying, I'm going to make this out. I'm going to withstand this. Yeah.
That'd be heading north.
Yeah, I'm done.
Welcome to Down on the Corner program. It's brought to you by your local hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East. You can call them at 870-425-3191. The very best in home appliances, home entertainment, lawn care equipment, and craftsman tools. Your hometown Sears store. I want to invite folks from other counties to come on in and visit your hometown Sears store. If you're looking for an appliance or maybe a lawnmower broke down, you need a great Husqvarna system for your lawn care.
They got residential, commercial. They got everything. Husqvarna line.
Come on over to
I was in there the other day, and the amount of appliances. There was a couple in there looking at washer and dryers, and they got them from the economy line all the way to the high end. They had one that had a, the stands. I forget they have a name for the pedestals, and it has another secondary washing machine in the pedestal.
Really?
So you can do smaller loads down below.
Whoa.
I mean, like I said, they've got everything from the economy ones to the high ends. They got everything.
I still use a scrub board and a sun lamp, Maybe I need to go Sears.
All right. If somebody walked into your shop right now and looked down at your tools, would they see Craftsman from one end
across the line? I've got them starting off at 1/4 inch. I've got I've got the combination wrenches, then I got the boxed-in wrenches, then I've got the nut drivers, then the screwdrivers.
It's still the same today at your hometown stores, and it's not the same now that Lowe's picked it. I think it's Lowe's or Home Depot. Some of the chains have picked up Sears.
Craftsman,
they're not the same way, but if you still look at your hometown store, you buy a wrench, and something breaks on that wrench, you walk in, give it to them, they give you another one.
Yep. Can't beat it. Your hometown Sears store, 1029 Highway 62 East. Up on the hill behind Wendy's, same parking lot as Orscheln's, out in front of Physical Therapy Connection, your hometown Sears store, locally owned and operated. You spend the money here, it's invested here. The workers are from here, the owners are from here. It's right here in North Central Arkansas.
All their maintenance right here.
Right here, so in-home for everything. So visit your hometown Sears store right here in Mountain Home. They'd love to have you stop by. I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. Follow the guidelines there according to the COVID-19 guidelines there. And other than that, you got 2 drive-thrus that don't have to worry about COVID. Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness. The very best coffee in town. Talking to Mike a few weeks ago, and he says, I need beans. They roast them, and they send them to me. So I got the freshest roasted beans that you can get in the northern part of the state. So you want the freshest, best coffee in town. It's Brewed Awakening. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Brewed Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town because Mike says we are real coffee.
Here's the thing. It's good coffee when you drive up and there's a line, but the service is excellent when that line is constantly moving. Mm-hmm. So you're not, even though you may drive up and think, oh, there's a line. Trust me, they get them through, get them out.
Yep. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. I invite you to visit with them today. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect for Roller Funeral Homes. 29 in the state to serve you with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here, take 2. Edit.
Tongue twister.
Stumbled on that one, didn't I? Here in town, talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Passing of a friend, a loved one, it's always hard. let Rollers handle it. They do it very, very well, very professional, caring, loving, and understanding. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. It's not just a graphic on the screen this morning. It's how they do business on a daily basis. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, we hear this one verse a lot from the Holy Scriptures in 2 Chronicles 7:14. Basically says, if we would humble ourselves and seek your face, or seek the face of God, pray to the one true God, that you will hear our prayer and heal our nation. Lord, on September 26th of this year, Evangelist Franklin Graham is calling on anyone that can come to Washington, D.C. and the mall to pray for our nation. Lord, my prayer today is I pray that over 1 million people will come to that event. And also I pray that the world will see a difference after that in our nation's health, our attitude in politics, and the ridiculous protests in this country. May the ill be healed. May we come together politically and work together to make everyone successful and see an end to the violence in our cities. And that's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring you morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
I'm braced.
dun, 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 the weather.
You've been practicing.
It just rolls off, buddy.
You've been listening to Al Hurt records or something?
It just rolls off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I've had some bad ones, so
Boy,
I'm taking credit for the good ones when they come out. You never know. See, I open my mouth. I'm not sure what's going to come out of it.
We've had a few mornings like that where neither one of us hardly talk. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. retiredtoarkansas.net. It's time to take a peek at the... Oh, my... Are you kidding?
That is a nice picture. It's brighter this morning.
My goodness.
That is a beautiful shot this morning.
Wow. 7:07 in the morning. Look at that. Did they readjust the lens on that camera?
I don't know.
My
That
goodness.
is
Look
awesome.
at the definition on that.
And look at look at the baseball field down there. You can see the markers. You can see...
Well, you can see the little road going into the picnic area there along the little...
Yeah. That is awesome.
You go to retiredtoarkansas.net, look at the live webcam, and this is a live webcam. The camera's in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County, Arkansas, the city of Cotter. Love the city of Cotter, great folks there. I go down there about once a week, go down to the river. 62-412 bridge to the left side of the screen. Of course, the clearing, you just heard Scooter say, that's your baseball park, railroad museum area. Then you see Contractors Trust area on the right side of the screen, about the 3 o'clock position. The beautiful White River. While you checked into retiredtoarkansas.net, you can check all the listings by the Z-Team and Century 21 Lemac Real Estate for all your real estate needs. There's also a spot for MLS number. That's multiple listing service. And you'll see an MLS number on any home in the Twin Lakes area. And you can type that number. It doesn't matter who's got the house listed. You can type that MLS number in there, and it'll bring that up, and you can check that listing as well. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, they've won the highest honor in the Century 21 National Award System. Very few people have even seen the award, and they have it displayed. You know, the award-winning Z-Team, outstanding service and customer respect. Can't say enough. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. retiredtoarkansas.net. A lot of stuff to talk about in the weather, so here we go. Right now we're at 73 in Mountain Home, 70 in Harrison, 76 at Batesville, 73 at Salem and Calico Rock, 72 in Flippin, Marshall at 75, 73 at West Plains. Around the region, St. Louis is at 68, Poplar Bluff at 74, 70 in Springfield, and in contrast, 64 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota.
I kind of miss those 60-degree mornings we were having there for a little bit.
Boy, I tell you, they were nice. First part of August, that low humidity.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the current radar. A lot of shower activity going on in the upper part of the country. And you can see North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin coming into Detroit, Michigan, down to Cleveland, Ohio, moving in around Pittsburgh. Then we have some in Arkansas from Texarkana to Little Rock, a little bit north of Birmingham, Alabama. And so, zooming into Arkansas, you can see around the Nashville, DeQueen, Hot Springs Village area, a little bit going up to Conway. It's right along I-30, Texarkana, Little Rock, moving northwest. It's kind of an odd pattern when you see them moving northwest like that. It will affect I-40 west of Conway, I-40 east in good shape, I-49, maybe some rain later on with that system that keeps moving towards the Fort Smith area. 62, 412 in the northern part of the state, east and west light showers on the east part of it. Other than that, we're pretty well clear. Highway 65 around Conway. Very light shower activity right now on the way to Branson. And should be about it in Arkansas for now. I-55 coming out of Memphis to Blytheville in good shape. Checking Missouri, a little bit of shower activity on Highway 67 at Poplar Bluff, a little bit on Highway 142 at, Highway 21 and 160 at Doniphan. Highway 60, 160, Interstate 55, 44, 49, 70 all coming into St. Louis. Looks good. A little bit on I-64, south of I-64 in Illinois. Anyway, that's the radar for now. Now we get into the, this gets complicated, so bear with me. We'll pull up the state of Arkansas here, and Scooter and I looked at this. He had another situation here. Here's Texarkana. If you can see the cursor on the screen right here, the Texarkana. They actually have a tropical storm warning. These counties along here, this is Camden, Arkansas. This is Texarkana. This is Mena. Here's Hot Springs. So even to the west of Hot Springs, not only do we have a tropical storm warning, but a flash flood warning. This is a flash flood warning here. This is your tropical storm warning here.
Very seldom do you talk about hurricanes and worry about Arkansas.
No, but it doesn't happen. Your map was showing 65 mile-an-hour winds at Texarkana.
They're saying it could possibly be at hurricane status by the time it hits southern Arkansas. Now, by the time it hits us here in Mountain Home, we're still looking at 35, 40 mile-an-hour winds out of this hurricane. So it is going to affect us one way or another.
Now, this map here, this is Hurricane Laura, 4 a.m. this morning, Central Daylight Time. And you can see the swath. And here's the Texarkana, Shreveport, Louisiana area right here. It comes in, and north central Arkansas will be right about here. Then it's going to swirl over. And this is going to be the Paducah, Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky area and over in there. So it's going to swirl back over Tennessee. Nashville could get part of this too, as well as parts of Kentucky.
For those that have just woke up, they have moved this and upgraded it to a Category 4. So if you have anybody that's down in the Texas, Louisiana area, make sure you say a prayer for them. Hopefully they are getting out of there, but I do know some that are going to try to stick it out. Man, that's scary.
Forecast for today through Sunday is rain. We need it. Here it comes. Just pray for those that, like Scooter just said, temperature-wise, 87, 86, 81, 88, and 82 for highs. Lows 72, 70, 69, and 65 on Saturday night. And we just have that chance of rain now through Sunday with the severe weather coming into Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas. And here we go, Be sure to check iDrive Arkansas before you travel, especially down around the Texarkana area in the next few days. Right here we had a stalled vehicle on Highway 74. It's around Taneytown. Then here in the Jacksonville area, we have an accident on Highway 67, exit 10A on the southbound lane affecting the right shoulder. Arkansas Department of Transportation reported that along with the Arkansas State Police. And so later on, you'll be able to, you can put the radar on here, which I've got. You can see the rain showers here between I-30 and 40. So before you travel during the hurricane situation and the tropical storm, be sure to check iDrive Arkansas. Missouri Department of Transportation, everything good in Missouri right now. Reminder that Highway 201 North in Mountain Home turns into Highway J in Missouri, where they're replacing the Lick Creek Bridge. So if you're visiting the Twin Lakes area, you need to go to Springfield, use Highway 5 North to go to Gainesville. If you're going up to St. Louis, use Highway 101 to West Plains and head on up that way. Lake level 678.97 at Bull Shoals, basically 20 feet above the full pool of 659. Norfolk is at 564.93, 13 feet above a full pool of 552.
It's great to see those lake levels down with what's coming in.
I know. It'd be nice to have them down about another 20 feet to make room for this stuff. The current allergy index keeps going up, 10.2 today, 10.5 tomorrow. Ragweed, chennapods, and nettles still the culprits there. Coronavirus, we're still at 61,790, 1% critical in the world, with 6.6 million in mild condition, and basically active is 6.6. We're just at 1%. We've got as many. Most of the active cases are mild cases, so that's in the world. Only 61,790 in the world are critical. Your Arkansas report for Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izard, and Fulton. Right now we have 523 in the 6-county area that are positive, 171 that are active, with 351 that have recovered out of the total tested of 10 840. So we have come down, if you notice right here, the active cases, we've come down 97 active cases in the 24-hour period. Snapped a quick picture of it. Our recoveries have gone up and the active cases have gone down.
Click on that active map.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's starting to.
Yeah. So the breakdown, Baxter County has tested 116 positive, 84 have recovered, 32 active out of 2,343 tests. The next highest would be Stone County, 159 positive, 63 active with 95 recovered. Total tested there, 2,167. There's been 10,840 people tested in the 6-county area of Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izard, and Fulton, with 523 testing positive. The morning updates, the weather. Oh, I got to do the stock market real quick, too. It dropped a little bit, but still holding 28,000. Closed at 28,248.44. It dropped 60 points. Oil prices holding steady at 42.62. And with that, now I can say all the weather updates and the forecast map and the beautiful White River. Can we hit that one more time?
You bet.
That is an incredible picture this morning. Wow. All of that's brought to you by the Z-Team, folks. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Quick break. Be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. But I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty. And we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z-Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z-Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at RetireToArkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home. And we're back, and we'll welcome Donna from Serenity. How you been? Good to have you back.
Good, thank you.
So what's going on? Busy time of year.
Well, you know, we've had to make changes with the COVID. We had to cancel the Taste of Twin Lakes. I'm sure everybody probably missed that. They're used to.
Well, that's a biggie.
Yeah, it is a biggie. So it's really hurt us. So we're having to come up with some other smaller fundraisers and such to try to make up for that. Which we have our smoked pork butts we're selling. Today is actually the last day to be able to purchase tickets. You can get them at our office, donation station, Purple Door, or you can actually go online and Facebook on our Facebook pages, and you can go through PayPal and pay for the tickets that way and print them out. But they get picked up. They'll be fresh off the smokers Saturday morning and being wrapped up and handed out. So one of the questions people ask is, after they're smoked, they're about 5 to 6 pounds. So a lot of people have been asking that question. And we've had some great sponsors. Actually, it was people that had started sponsoring for the taste. And we kept thinking we could postpone it till September 1st. And then as we saw how things were going, we're just with the restrictions, we just couldn't. So, but they said, well, we're going to go ahead and sponsor for this. And that was Vision Amp, River Lodge, Assisted Living, West Plains Bank, Baxter Animal Clinic, Kirby and Family Funeral Homes, James Boyette State Farm, Twin Lakes Gun Club, and Three Brothers Barbecue. And actually, they're the ones that are smoking it for us.
Wow.
That's awesome to have them still sponsoring with having to make that change.
Yeah.
And that.
I
And
thought
this
that
is a
was
big
really
event.
great.
And it is sad to see in the community a lot of our big events have had to cancel. And it's more of the restrictions that they put on make it really impossible for you guys to pull that stuff off, especially when there's food involved.
Yeah.
So we lost Taste of the Twin Lakes, we lost County Fair, we've lost Bridge Bash, there's been some others.
So it's hurting a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But it's cool to see people step up. I mean, we're in that community that they're very giving community, and even though that you guys had to cancel that, you got a list of sponsors that are saying, hey, we want to support you. This is the reason why we do this, to support you guys. So let's continue and let's go.
Right. We do have a great community, so.
But now, with the loss of Taste of the Twin Lakes, that's going to be several $1,000s in lost funds. Trying to make it up through the pork butt sales, making that connection is a little bit more difficult than just going someplace and going to Taste of Twin Lakes. How can we make
and there's
that
a
up?
huge difference. I mean, we brought in about $50,000 that that we'd be losing this year, that helped us get through. So
boil that down, it's about $1,000 a week over the year.
Even
it's
look on
worrisome.
the other side of it. Even taking the money out of the question, let's say you found enough fundraisers to make that money you guys needed, you're still not making the connections with the people. That is vitally important. That you would be doing at the Taste of Twin Lakes. It's just.
Yeah, but next year, let's hope next year.
There you go. Let's just get out of 2020.
Try to be positive.
I've already tested Christmas lights. Just get out of 2020,
Yeah.
I was teasing somebody who was over at Dollar General, and they actually had Christmas wrap already out at 50% off.
Oh, my goodness.
On Highway 5 South, over by Shay's Appliance, and I got to tease the manager, the assistant manager. I said, why don't you put a skeleton riding a turkey and put Christmas ornaments for your... We had a good chuckle about that, but I think everybody's looking forward to the end of the year.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. See what happens.
The schools have been messed up, the sports activities have been messed up, and now, I don't know, I wonder if the politicians realized the impact this would have on fundraising for areas like Serenity and other people that thrive on,
I don't know either. I think everybody's kind of questioning. Everybody's kind of wondering what's.
But I think people are feeling it for organizations like yours. I mean, everybody's feeling right now where there's no stability. And there's just not throughout the country right now with this going on. And they're seeing the impacts and they're feeling it for organizations like you. And I think that's where, people will still support because they know if they're going through this, you guys are going through tougher times because you rely on these things.
Yes, we do.
This is it.
Yes, we do.
I think even in the veterans, I think that big picnic they have first weekend in October, didn't Dan say that was postponed or canceled?
They're canceled, I believe.
I mean, that started off in Hickory Park 10 or 12 years ago with 50 people. Now they're over 600 at ASU, and they had to cancel that. So if somebody just wanted to mail a check, can they just send you a check?
Oh, yes, yes.
What's that address?
It's 1015 Highway 62 West, Mountain Home, Arkansas, 72653.
So basically, let's help them pick up the loss. I mean, you've lost basically $1,000 a week off your big fundraiser.
Yes, we have. And every little bit helps. Sometimes people don't. They think, well, I don't have a lot, to be able to give. But every little bit counts. It all adds up,
It does. Wow.
Here, and I'm going to throw this in there because we take advantage. We know you and what you do. But there's probably a bunch of listeners that have no clue or viewers that have no clue. If you take a minute, explain what you guys do.
I was going to do that after the break.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll do that after. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. We're going in saying all this fundraising. Some people are sitting at home for what?
Serenity.
So that's fine. You got it covered. I'll shut up.
Raise some money first and tell them what we do. But it is a good point. I got to tease it a little bit here. Some of the reports that I'm hearing from law enforcement that domestic violence has increased in this part of the country. Quarantine, kids are at home, dad's at home, mom's at home. We get on each other's nerves.
Yep, that just adds to the stress, and that usually adds to the incidences that you hear of.
They like country music and I don't, I got to put up a country music, that's one thing,
Yeah, but we've kept our doors open still for victims, and we just have a lot of things in place, like extra disinfecting and that kind of thing. We started out limiting, as far as them coming and going, especially when this first all started. Because we didn't want to bring anything in, but we've definitely kept it open. Set plans in place if somebody were to be have an active case to quarantine them, and so we had procedures.
So it changed everybody's lifestyle.
Yes.
The whole, I mean, I got a can right here by the trash can. Yesterday I sneezed once and sprayed everything down.
Yeah, or you cough at the store and you think everybody's looking at you. Oh my gosh, COVID.
Yeah, remember that joke first part of the year? If you want to get really quick at the checkout line, just
yeah.
Okay, it's close enough to take that 30 break. Let's go ahead and take that, then we'll ask Scooter's question. How's that?
That'll work.
All right, more with Donna after this. Be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
When you think about
7:31, we're visiting with Donna Forrester from Serenity, and let's talk a little bit about what you do and the need for the house. Domestic violence, I did an ad for radio several years ago, is just, we had a report come through, I don't know, it's probably 2016 or 17. Mm-hmm. I can't understand what these people go through.
It's, like I said, it's difficult. There's so many dynamics involved. A lot of people ask, why don't they just leave? It's not always that easy. They love this person. They hope they change. That's usually the case. They're hoping this person will change. And oftentimes they don't. And so until they're ready, or they might stay because of financial even. They're worried about that, or the things have been held over their heads as far as, I'm going to keep the kids, I'm going to be able to make it so you're the crazy one, or, and get you, arrested.
So there's a lot of psychological in this as well. Not only the physical abuse,
right,
but also the emotional and mental.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that can, it's more difficult because the courts don't look at that as much.
You're kidding, really?
I don't know that they don't quite understand it, but that trauma and what it does psychologically and mentally to the victim, and if they have children, the children, even if they're not experiencing the abuse firsthand, there's that secondary, and it affects them for the rest of their life. And hopefully they can get away and get help with it, So, it's all a process, and, my hopes are at some time we actually have like a domestic violence court in our area.
What would that take?
Well, it'd probably take some extra funding, putting things together as far as for staff and working out. It's not just, let's just do this. There's a lot of steps involved. There's another area in the state that's doing that. I think maybe a couple of them. I'm hoping to see where there's supposed to be a handbook being put together for actually a staff member that was a staff of the Arkansas Coalition Against Domestic Violence, and she's
Really?
working with the drug courts now, and she's going to put something together to where if another county or city want to do that, there'll kind of be a guideline to go by, what the steps of how to maybe put one together, because like right now they'll see one judge for an order of protection, but then another judge will hear the divorce, and there's just a break in the, I guess you could say, information or communication. Where if there's a DV court, it's all one.
I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question without it being disrespectful or just kind of a derogatory, but in past years, I got to be very careful on how I word this. I'm trying to think it through. The man is dominant and like, you're not as smart as I am. You know what I'm trying to say? So, so let's say, go back 40, 50, 60 years. Sometimes people were married at 17, 18 years old. Okay, 2, 3 kids by the time the woman was 18, 19 years old. No problem with that. But when you have somebody in the male role that's, I'm smarter than you, you got to do what I say, and he's so dominant and so bossy.
Right, and the put downs.
I didn't mean to do that. And, it's kind of like this. And then, is that become more of a power surge for the guy to push her down? You see what I'm trying to say?
Oh, sure. It's a power and control thing. It's not necessarily an anger issue. It's all power and control over them. So put them down. They get to the point they have no self-esteem. They don't think they can do it on their own. They're afraid to. They don't think they can because they've been told they can't, by him. So, or her, because we do have men victims.
But why would, boy. So they come to you and they're so basically worn out from it. They,
Oh, yeah.
Where's the light at the end of the tunnel for these ladies?
Well, that's where, the help is there. We're there to help them. Like you talk about in the past, years ago, people got married at 17. My mom was one of them, and went through some of her own, my dad being an alcoholic and such.
Really?
She found she'd want to leave, but yet she was like, how am I going to take care of my children on my own?
So you're trapped.
And back then, they didn't have, single parents didn't have the help they have now. Where there are the resources now with help with housing, the food, food stamps or SNAP benefits, and those kinds of things help is out there now. And Serenity is a support system. If you need shelter, we can give you shelter. If they have a safe place to live, then we have our outreach services to where you still have a case manager that works with you and helps see that you're getting what you need to keep going on your own and be successful.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Mute me, I'm sorry. It's got to be tough because there's so many facets they have to look at. It's not like you're just taking somebody that's having troubles financially and saying, hey, we're going to help you find a job, we're going to help you do whatever. That would be one facet to deal with. But for you guys, now you've got to not just help them get out of the situation and have a safe place to go to, but now you also have to look at the mental side. How do we help this person realize that they can do it on their own, they can stand on their own 2 feet, that this is what's right and what's been going on isn't.
Right.
And there's, I can only imagine there's so many steps that you guys have to look at in different angles to truly help that person be able to get back into the regular routine of life and have confidence in themselves again. That, yes, I can do this. Yes, I am worth doing this.
But, in my opinion, and, I'll stir this up. Any female person can do anything as good as a man, if not better. Why the degrading here? We could swap roles here 10 minutes, you'd be a natural right here. Doing this every day.
I don't know about that.
Right here. I'll give you an example. I was running, I got a studio in the house, and a lot of people say, they'll bring me these reels of tape or something. Can you put this on CD? It's easy for me. You got this big, you remember that mixer was sitting back over here? It's got all the buttons on it. Do you know what all those do? Yeah. But you give me 10 minutes and you can too. Because you've got 32 channels on this board, but they're all identical. So if you learn one, you know all 32.
Yeah.
So if you look at, I can never do this. Okay, don't look at all of this. Look at one. Top to bottom, you got maybe 18 buttons. If you understand what these 18 do, you'll do everything else across the board. Take it step by step by step.
Yep, it's just kind of one step at a time. You look at each situation is different. So we look at what are their needs and connect them with resources, community partners, our mental health facilities and organizations to offer therapy, counseling. We do have a support group that's in the community, meets at Real Life Church on Thursdays from 5:30 to 6:30. So you don't have to be a client to go to those. If you just have questions, you wonder if, well, is my situation domestic violence or not? They can go there and find that out. Or maybe they know somebody and they want to know how to help. They can go and find that out also by going to support group or just calling us.
Do some of the victims surprise themselves on accomplishing something they never thought they could do?
I think so. Yes, we've had some
That's
success stories. Good. Yes.
Yeah.
You kind of hold on to those success stories because they're not as they're fewer than what we would like to see. So, but because they oftentimes go back, but if they do go back, they've gone back with more tools. More thoughts that we've helped put in their mind as far as, when they hit it again, they know we're there or what we can do or what's out there. And sometimes it's just a process for them to grow.
And, I'm sitting here thinking a couple of weeks ago we had Michelle in from Grandma's House, which is a child advocacy house.
Mm-hmm. Great program.
And the human sex trafficking issue that's going on, even in Baxter, Searcy, Newton counties that we know of. I mean, this gets pretty dark here, and does any of this tie together?
Sometimes, we do have some that come to us that have been trafficked. Some of the stories I've heard, even from those, as far as it is a cycle, because we see a lot of cases where it's very common that they were abused as children, oftentimes sexually abused. So that just kind of ties in with it also, and it's awful. It breaks my heart.
Oh, I know. The day that they were here, prosecuting attorney David Etheridge was here with her. And even during the breaks, we would talk. And then that whole day, I was just shot. I had just had a knot in my stomach. I thought, this is Baxter County.
Mm-hmm.
White River, Buffalo River, Lake Norfolk, and then you got, thinking all this and that stuff. And then, behind this door is this.
Yeah.
It's just, like.
I don't think people really get just how prevalent it is, even with homelessness. A lot of people don't believe we have that many homeless in our area.
Oh, yeah.
And we do. I've heard it's like over 200.
I think Maryland was
but
here
they kind of stay,
I think 253 in the city was the last count, because Maryland was here from Hope for All that works with that situation. So,
right.
And on Highway 5, on the highway I live on, there's homeless under the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we just don't have enough in our area to really help as many that are out there that are homeless. And we don't, unfortunately, we can't. If you're just homeless, we can't help you. You've got to be domestic violence victim.
Yeah.
And I've had to turn somebody away because they weren't, and that's difficult. And you can give them, like Gamma House, Alpha House, Hope for All, but they're limited on space also. Even for families, we've had a couple times families have come in looking for, they're all homeless. There's nothing for a whole family to stay together. They have to be separated.
Yeah, it's right here in our backyard.
It's a shame, yeah.
Takes special people to do what you do.
It's stressful.
So how do you got a happy lifestyle, home life's fine? How do you, when you step out of being happy into helping somebody that's sad?
You have to find a balance. For a long time, for quite a while, I would say, I did have a hard time keeping it separate. I felt like I was just kind of living what I do. It kind of consumed my life, and I've had to learn to try to really back off once I get home, to try to step away from that as best I can. This summer we got back into getting on the river floating, and,
there you go.
And it was like, okay, yeah, this is what I need, and I'm gonna have to start doing more of that kind
therapy.
of thing, to where you're just turning everything off,
Yeah, that's Sunday afternoons for me. Go down to Cotter. We talk about that picture that the Zadoras have out their back door, and that's just almost like a refresher, just to sit by the White River. Even I'm not in it, I'm just watching it go by.
Mm-hmm.
I can just imagine floating. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Need to grab a break. Come up on 7:46. More Donna right after this. Stick around. Be right back.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life, while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer, with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work. And deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
7:50, finishing out the program with Donna from Serenity, Donna Forrester, and we need to raise some money because with the COVID-19, their big fundraiser that basically cost them $50,000 this year had to be canceled. So let's help Serenity. And I bought my ticket. It's only $40.
Yep, get your pork butt ticket.
Now I picked this up Saturday.
Yes, Saturday morning. It'll be set up at the Purple Door. That's where he'll be smoking them fresh all night long.
They'll be just right down the road here.
Yep, and they'll be ready in the morning. I've been trying to suggest to people to maybe even bring like a box or something because although we'll have them wrapped, just to be on the safe side if they were to leak or something, don't want their vehicle getting damaged or anything. Good. So, but yeah, definitely get a hold of us for those tickets today.
And then let's talk briefly about possibly a rotating monthly donation. You know, some people may not be able to write a $1,500 check, but they might be able to write a $25 check once a month.
Sure.
You know, spread it out, and then just, you know, that constant contribution would help.
Oh yeah, it helps wonders. You know, that we can even like count on that this is going to be there each month even. We have some people do anywhere from like $5 to $50 a month or $100. So whatever someone can do, it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah. It's kind of like the old adage, if you put a penny in the jar every day for, you know.
Right.
I had a friend one time, he had one of these old, remember the big, tall mayonnaise commercial, big old jug he washed out. And every day he'd throw change in there. And one day he thought, I probably got $60, $70 worth of pennies in there.
Yeah. That, like I said, that all adds up. Yep.
You know, that'd be something else, you know. Give us your pocket change for a month.
Right.
There you go. That'll add
change
up.
for change.
So, anyway, you know, there is a situation we don't want to constantly hit everybody with doom and gloom, but this is called awareness. There's some issues going on.
And even with the teens, because part of our outreach is getting into the schools and trying to educate our young people about dating violence, domestic violence, you know, the warning signs and such, and it does happen.
Did you say dating violence? I mean,
oh yeah. Yep.
That's another parameter right there. Didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised. The same thing, controlling. You know, I've heard it. Oh well, you know, he slapped her because she lied to him maybe about something, or you know, thinking that that's okay. Chances are it's probably a learned behavior from home. That's oftentimes the case too. That's where it's that cycle. But we try to, you know, educate the young people about it, what a healthy relationship looks like, because maybe they don't know.
Wow. We're in a violent society. I'm going to pick on the video games and stuff like that. Let's say for the last 10 to 15 years, does that play a role in the man's mind? Because, you know, I've seen my boys, they had some of these, I don't even know what the games are, you know. But, and movies and TV, I mean, can a constant barrage of violence be a factor?
I guess that's possible.
Some people
you look at
but at the same
separate
time,
fantasy from reality.
This was going on a long time ago. We just didn't hear about it as often.
True.
If
We
you
shoved
think
it
about
under
it,
the
for
rug,
years and
yeah.
years and years, it was hush hush. Everybody kind of minded their own business. That's somebody else's family or home, or it wasn't talked about because it was shameful, or you don't share your family problems or business.
Oh, I remember.
So it's come more and more into light.
Yeah.
And come forward, people are admitting to it that it's going on. So I don't think it's anything new. It's just, and then it's the cycle.
You look at, when you're looking back, it used to be more, and it still is, but people were embarrassed to bring it up. And when you were caught in that situation, you talk to a lot of, and it's an embarrassing thing to bring that up because it's not really, wasn't really accepted or talked about back then.
Okay, so did we
now that it's coming into light, it's still an embarrassing situation. I do want to tell people
but we gotta
that
hit it head on.
If you're in the situation, call Serenity. You will not be judged. They know what's going on. They've heard the stories. But it's still an embarrassing situation, but they're seeing it come to light and knowing that they can step out of it and they can get help and they can do this and that. And I think that's one of the big differences why it seems so much more now. I think it did happen. Yep. It was more hidden under the rug back then.
Correct.
Than what it is right now. It's actually coming to light and people are stepping up and saying, hey, I don't have to tolerate this. I do have people to call.
Yeah, and it's that cycle. It just goes from one generation to the next. They're learning that behavior at home. You know,
I remember
so
in the early to mid 70s, it'd be like, she's divorced. Really? You know, like this.
Yeah.
You know, like, she's divorced. You know, I wonder. You know, it's almost like they had.
Oh right. Yes.
I mean, you know, it's like, but you reach out and help people.
We do, and
don't
I would
avoid
hope,
them, help them.
And I would really hope that if somebody's in a situation that they would reach out and call our hotline at 870-424-7233. Any time of the night, day, 24/7, that phone's answered.
So they don't have to suffer.
No.
They don't have to put up with it.
They don't have to suffer.
You know, in that radio ad, I put in there that a broken jaw and a black eye on your wife or your girlfriend's face is not a sign of your manhood. It's a sign of just basically being a creep.
Mm-hmm. Right.
There's no room for that.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Once again, fundraiser for Serenity, $40 for a pork butt. I've got mine. Where's yours? Come on, folks. You know. And how can they call you to make that arrangement? That phone number for Serenity
is 870-424-7576, extension 3.
And so we need to raise some money. Like I say, with the COVID-19, a lot of fundraisers have gone by the wayside. And this is a biggie for Serenity. The Taste of the Twin Lakes was really, really big. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's missed. It's
look
missed.
Forward to next year.
A lot of people were really disappointed we couldn't do it. You know, aside from us, also.
Too bad you can't do one in March of 21 and one in September of 21.
Yeah.
Double up, you know.
Right. So,
but, you know, there's just I'm trying to bring out a lot more awareness on a lot of this situation that's going on in north central Arkansas and southern Missouri. It's not just Baxter County. You know, we reach a lot of people from Harrison to Salem to Mountain View, and then some in Missouri as well. And then in September, pick up some more with the new cable system come on with NEXT. But we need to be aware of this and don't shy away from it. Help these folks. Help Serenity and folks in Salem or Mountain View, Arkansas that are watching over around Batesville.
Right, and we have, through the coalition, Arkansas Coalition Against Domestic Violence, there's shelters scattered all over the state.
Yeah.
So even if they don't want to get out, if you want to get out of the area, you know, call us. We'll help you locate that. If they don't have a way to get online, we'll look that up for them and get them the numbers. And
it's a sad situation. You know, it's just there's drugs involved, there's alcohol involved, there's children involved. And some darker subjects I don't have enough time to get into, but it's a serious situation. So if you can help Serenity get the pork butt, the 2020 fundraiser, they really need some help this year. And if you can do $25, $50 a month, get it into Serenity, call the number, and help Serenity, because we've got to keep this going. We've got to make sure that these families
we need to keep our doors open.
Yep.
The only way to reduce these numbers that are coming in is to get the awareness out there and get this more brought to light to where people realize that it's not okay and you can step out, but that takes time and it takes money for you guys to be able to help these people and to do the awareness side to help prevent it from happening later.
Correct. And, you know, just as far as being able to keep, like I said, keep our doors open. You know, if we don't have the funds, you know, we wouldn't be able to do that. So all the help we can get, we need all the help we can get here.
Once again, pork butt fundraiser, $40 for a pork butt. Please help Serenity. Very, very important for the Twin Lakes area, northern Arkansas, southern Missouri. And our thanks to Donna for being here. A lot of information.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Scooter, final thoughts before we take a break?
No,
we got time to hit the White River one more time before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can bring it up.
I love that shot.
I say we could.
You're running out of time.
I know. I wasn't prepared.